guessing the movie for the wins. How the devil is everyone. Let's spend an hour having fun. Bless you all for joining me, watching my work create debris, clean it all up. I surely could. With my wife nearby, I probably should. The world of Wayne is streaming live, models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and cube around a shark. Hello, Christian from Grantham. I hope you love my new anthem. The world of Wayne is streaming live. Models and projects coming alive. A car crash maybe with a mug of Kraken. Stand by for laughs and let's get grunted. Let's get grunted. Let's get grunted. Let's get grunted. Let's get grunted.
Evening, everyone. How the devil are you tonight? Interactive stuff tonight. Look, if you like here, when you click the like button, that should change. And when viewers join the channel, that should change. So according to my stats, I've got 19 likes now. Look at that. And it comes up at 110. I'm adding things to it. I've only just added this. So what I need to do, like count. Let me just check that. Yeah, I want to move that. I want to move that because I'm being fussy. I want to move that slightly to the left. There we go. See, I'm just playing around with things here. 40 now. Look at that. We got interactive things on stream. I want to add more interactive things, like this viewer count as well. Look, I'm not happy where that viewer count is there. So let's move that just into the center. That's me just being really it's just me being really like OCD. No, not happy. Not happy. It's got to go over a touch more there. Okay, that'll do. There we go. We cool. Okay, first things first. I've did a poll, and I'm going to end the poll now. I was very much confused with today's video because I know Will's Workshop says that the music's a little bit overpowering to my voice, and I'll be honest with you, Will. I'm like, that's impossible. It sounds perfect. No problems at all. And I've checked it on my phone. I've checked it on the TV downstairs. I'm like, it's absolutely fine. I don't understand. But then I had a couple of comments saying, yeah, the music's overpowering. So I couldn't figure out what's going on. I'm thinking we've got a whole Green Needle brainstorm sort of thing going on. Now, I've tried it on all the speakers in my house. It's fine. I'm wondering what speakers people are playing it on, because I'm thinking that music track might be a central channel. And if you use voice as your central channel, I can understand why it could be overpowering. But seriously, when I'm listening onto my phone and all of that, I can hardly hear the music. It's really weird that someone brings it up. But that's why I did a poll. And 60% of the people in that poll thought it was okay. So I don't know what's going on with that. Perhaps it's a YouTube thing. I don't know. How the devil is everyone? One announcement today, so I haven't really got my whole plethora of things that I normally talk about in the monologue, but Mike Lane's already announced it. We've finally got a date from Fan Home. The 1st of September is when the pre-orders start. So I'm guessing, I don't know when it's coming out. You do a pre-order, normally we start receiving stuff about 3 to 4 weeks later, sometimes 2 weeks. So it could be sometime in September, might be in October, I don't know. But we are going to be building, and I've still got it up here. Will's had his hands on it, the Batmobile, and there's part of issue 1, I think. I don't know, something like that. Now, from what I understand, Mike Lane, who actually put that up, stand by. Let me just get rid of that. He got his trial version of the Batmobile, like I've got mine here, from Ian at Pitstain Hobbies. So he's already had a chance to play with this. So I'm sure Mike Lane's probably been working on this. So you know you're going to see some mods for that. We'll have to find out what's happening now. Just to let you know, next week, there's going to be no Thursday live stream. There's no Wednesday live stream either. I'm not actually here. I'm here, but not here. I've got my kids. I'm picking them up Monday. I'm off to see Phantom of the Opera on Wednesday. I'm in London for a couple of days, so I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be all over the place. On Tuesday, I've got speed school because, as I said, the police thought I was so good at speeding, they want to take me to a school to learn more about it. And then on Friday, I'm going to be in, where am I, Ed? Sutton-on-Sea. Is it next Friday? I'm in Sutton-on-Sea next Friday. So if you want to go visit that model show that's in Sutton-on-Sea in the Enterprise Hall, I think it's called, I'm going to be there. I'm going to be raffling off a couple of the vehicles, the 1.8 vehicles. But that's all on my social media. You'll be able to see that. But I believe Ed Hughes is going as well. So I will meet you there, Ed. Well done, Phil L, for getting Airplane 2. I didn't think anyone was going to get that, I have to say. I thought that was way too obscure, but you got it. Well done. So that's that. I think this is great, this interactive thing. Look, I can see on the screen now how many people have liked and how many viewers we've got. Look at the disparity. 142 viewers and only 58 likes. What's going on there? Okay, but I was glad I did that video today, just so you know. I did that top 10 things I use in the workshop because I get asked every stream, what glue do I use? Where do I use this? What do I use that? So I thought if I put it all in one place, I can then just link the video so people will be able to see that. I did miss off some things on that top 10 list, which I should be using. Plasters, that should have been number 1. What was the other thing someone said? My little vacuum cleaner, tweezers. I should have put tweezers on there. I don't know. It's what I was thinking of the time, I guess. So who knows? The other thing is that you're going to be seeing me. It looks like I'm holding a rosary in my hand. In this hand here, I'm not holding a rosary. I've turned sad in my old age, okay, because I'm completely addicted to Pokemon Go at the moment. So I went and invested in one of these little Pokemon catchers. And with these ones, unlike the knockoff ones you can get, this is a proper Nintendo product, I can chuck Great Balls and Ultra Balls. And you'll see during the stream that this is going to light up and vibrate in my hand. And when that happens, I've got to press a button to catch a Pokemon. This is what my life has got to now. So I'm drinking, and I'm drinking beer tonight as well. And on that, I've had 2 already. Look, I've had a Whitstable. This is the Agora Models beer that they buy me at Christmas. So I'm actually starting to work my way through that. Yeah, so I will show you when this vibrates in my hand, and I'll be catching Pokemon. For that reason, there is going to be a video on the channel tomorrow, which is the U-boat. I did want to get the Ferrari 330 and the Lancaster done this week. That's not going to happen. So what I'm going to try and do is get them for next week. I think there's going to be 3 videos on the channel next week. One of them is the Spaceballs Eagle 5. I'll talk about that in a second. One is the... God, I've just had a nightmare with that then. One is the Lancaster, and then the other one would be the 330. I'm going to try and get through all the stages that I've got outstanding on that. I think the 330 is going to be hard because it's very detailed engine on that. These Ferrari builds really do go to town with how many details they are. Last night's live stream, if you are a member, if you're a Patreon or you're a YouTube channel member, oh my God, it was just crazy. So it got to, I was flocking carpet, basically. I was doing some flocking. The flock that I bought was terrible. I don't know what had happened to it. The company that I got it from said that it had been the last of the storage that's been sitting around for ages. And it was more like what happens if you put a pillow in the washing machine. It just turned into clumps and there was no way to separate the clumps. So when I was pumping it out of my pumper thing, it was just like falling as little like hail, if you like, on my thing. Now, the problem is I put wood glue on my Eagle 5, so I was like, I need to get this off as quick as possible. So during the stream, I had to run into the house. It was a car crash. Get a sink full of washing up, scrub all the wood glue off without getting any of the paint off. I think I've survived. I think it's managed to do it, but it is entertaining. Anyway, the company has refunded me the money for the flock, and I've gone to another company to get some more flock. So, as you can imagine, last night we said flock quite a few times. I was very flocked off last night, that's for sure. But there you go. The other thing is next week I am going to be getting a video out for a new power mod from Ian over at Partwork Upgrades. I'm just going to show you that here. This power mod is pretty awesome. I've had a look at it at the moment. It's all here. You can go to partworkupgrades.com. And then what this basically is if you've done a model, if you've completed a model, but then you decide you want to be able to power it, this is where this comes into its own, and you can pretty much use it on every single model that you've built. So I am going to be demonstrating that next week. I've been having kind of like a play with it. It's got more uses than just powering part works, trust me. I'm going to show you some of the other uses that you can use it for as well. I know Ian's not aware of those other uses, but yeah, I've been playing, Ian. I've been playing. But I am going to try and get a video out probably towards the later end of next week. As I said, I'm away for a few days next week. Which is cool. Donovan Price, you just mentioned Robocop. My Robocop came today, so I might build that tomorrow as well. So there could be 4 videos next week. Don't know. There's not much to do in that, though. I do believe that we get the circuit board so we can actually hear some serve the public trust, protect the innocent stuff. So that should be fun. And look, I like how all this is interacting now. Look, that works there. So look, Alfonso's just subscribed to the channel, which means his name goes down here. That's cool. I've got 152 and 88 things. That is brilliant. I only learned how to do that about 10 minutes ago. So for having things working, that's brilliant. Richard Timmins, War Games. It wasn't War Games. It wasn't Andromeda Strain. I didn't think anyone was going to get it. I really did. As a matter of fact, I don't have Lou's in here, but I thought Lou might get it. But no. Well done for getting that. That was very abstract, Phil. That's a nice beer. Okay, let's try and catch up with chat tonight. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else? I don't think there is. Oh, I'm still learning my Japanese, by the way. Now I've come back to getting the Japanese dictionary. So it has stalled a little bit because in the course I'm learning, obviously I really want to speak the Japanese language, but they really, really make you learn the hiragana, which is the words of Japanese origin alphabet, and then katakana, which is the foreign words in Japanese alphabet. So there's like 2 alphabets in Japan that you have to learn. Now, I've learnt them, but it's taken up so much time to learn them that it's sort of gone away from the actual speaking part of it. So, yeah. Once again, why am I learning Japanese? I don't know. Why not? There's no reason. I just thought, let's learn Japanese. At one time, I had to speak German when I was based in Germany for Blockbusters closing all the stores, but yeah, no. Oh, hello, Ian. You are in here. You're watching in the background. No problems. Hi, Anthony. How's it going? I can't remember if I've ever seen Airplane 2. Is that the one with William Shatner? It is the one with William Shatner. It's a great film. It needs a rewatch. It certainly stands up today in the comedies. Now, I wanted to see Naked Gun at the cinema. Has anyone seen that yet? Because I was going to take myself yesterday to see it. The trailer looked funny, but I don't know. You know, sometimes they put all the best stuff in the trailer and, you know, you don't need to see the film. There's a few films like that, actually. Has anyone seen Fantastic Four? Seriously, if you've seen the trailer for Fantastic Four, you don't need to see Fantastic Four. I don't think it was very fantastic. As a matter of fact, to me, I know I'm going to really tick a lot of people off. I thought Superman and Fantastic Four were big letdowns. I really didn't enjoy them at all. So, but I'm putting it down to superhero fatigue, I think. I don't know. I like films which are more thinky films at the moment. I really enjoyed The Salt Path. I enjoyed watching that, and I'm really looking forward to the Odyssey, the Christopher Nolan film, which is coming out next year. I believe it's still filming at the moment in Universal Studios in Hollywood. But yeah, want to watch the Odyssey as well. Flock 2, the sequel. Space 99, like everyone's trying to guess this video. Oh, Steve, this has become a regular thing for you. You've sent a member to someone. So, who's got the member? Keith Belavia. Keith Belavia, you have received a membership from Steve. So thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. You are now a YouTube member, so you've got your little badge and you can watch all the past videos and stuff on the channel. So enjoy yourself. That's going to keep you amused for hours. Ask Grok. What should I ask Grok? I ask Grok far too much. Mrs. Wayne doesn't like me using Grok, and actually, on the Samsung now they've put Gemini AI, which is like the Google version. You've seen me on the live stream do it. What happens if Mrs. Wayne wakes up and realizes she's a fish, and it gives you step by step, completely deadpan, what to do if she's a fish. You know, I've got to look for water for her and put her in water. Not to mention the fact that, you know, my wife's just turned into a fish. They don't care about that. They just give step-by-step stuff. So anyway, I tried to test the AI to see what I can get away with. But, yeah. Wayne Shaw needed a Kraken last night. Oh, Bergdis, you have no idea. That was so stressful last night, I'm telling you. When I realise things are going wrong, that's one thing. You know, I can deal with that. When I realised that wood glue was drying and there was no way to get that flock off, I was like, think fast, because I don't want to destroy this. So, but I've never had a problem with that. That's crazy. Oh, it's Airplane 2. Well done, Lou. Get for the program. Oh, look, Christian from Grantham's here. Hello, Christian.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
Yeah, so if anyone has watched Naked Gun, let me know, because I haven't had a chance to see that yet. Flocking wars. Flock strikes back. I'll tell you what, some of these t-shirts are going to write themselves, Jim. I've no flocking idea or something like that, and I'll have the t-shirt flocked. Hi, Jamesy boy. How's everything going up in Scotland? That was my terrible Scotland accent. I apologise for that. Hi, John. How's it going? Hardly anyone hits the like button. Well, we got 94. The challenge of this stream is to try and get that number to match that number. I can't like my own stream, I don't think. Can I? Can I like my own stream? Hold on, I'm going to try it now. So there's 94. Can I like my own stream? I don't know. So, right, there's 95. I'm going to like it now. I don't know. So, 96, it says on mine. I'm going to like it now. Is that going to change? No. So I can't like my own stream. Oh well. My OCD is on edge, Wayne. Can you center the viewer count? I think I just did, didn't I? I think I just did. Did I? I'm sure I did. I've just centered it. Perhaps I should do that for OCD. I'll have things slightly off center. That would drive people nuts. That would definitely drive people nuts. Oh. By the way, you're going to like my video. So obviously, some of the footage from last night I've included in this Spaceball 5 thing I've been doing. Now, I've created one wing for the Spaceballs 5, and I've done like the center. This is the Winnebago from Spaceballs, and I've done the chassis, and I was about to flock the carpet last night. It all went wrong, but you know, we're going to fix it. But I've been watching Spaceballs God knows how many times now because trying to figure out colour schemes is a nightmare for me, especially when you're colourblind. And I mean, I asked my good buddies Lou and Phil. They've told me some of the colours that I can use, but at the end of the day, I'm just probably, you know, if mine looks pink or green, just understand where I'm coming from. It is hard unless someone says use this colour here, like a paint by numbers. I'm gonna be left to my own devices, which is gonna be pretty worrying stuff, I think. So. You're playing it on your phone. But Will, I was playing it on my phone and it's fine. I'm so confused. Very much confused by that. Sonic Boom, how the devil are you? You missed the live stream yesterday. Was at the cinema watching Naked Gun. There we go. You tell me what you think of it, Sonic Boom. I need to know. I need to know. Because, you know, I was planning to go see it tomorrow. Because I do my walk. I do my 7-mile walk or whatever. How many walks have I done? I've done... I'm laxing today. I've done 11,000 steps today. But I normally walk down to the cinema or I walk to the local cafe. So, you know, trying to lose weight wouldn't work for me because, you know, I like my coffee and my breakfast. But there is a place in Corby, which if anyone's in Corby, I know Gaz is. I visited today because I've been very curious about it. And what an amazing place it is. It's called Hector's and it's next to our local cinema. And you've probably seen it in a picture I posted social media the last couple of weeks. It's basically an Italian sort of pizza place sort of thing. But get this, right? A coffee, which costs £4.50 in Starbucks, right? So I've got this is a cappuccino, this big, ginormous, yeah? And a big slab of chocolate cake, which I can tell you now costs about between £3.50 and £4.50 in most places. You'd be expecting to pay about £7-8 for that coffee and that cake. Yeah, today, I paid £3.50. £3.50. So I was like, oh my God. So I thought I was sitting there thinking, I've got a viewer called Hector. Hi Hector, you're in over in Chicago way, aren't you? In Illinois. I thought to myself, God, I'm on a blooming squirrel one today. Thought to myself, I'm going to mention Hector's tonight because oh my God, what a lovely place. So much so that I only went in there for a coffee. But while I was there, I booked a table for tomorrow night. So me and Mrs. Wayne are going out for dinner tomorrow night. So that's going to be fun. My thing's still buzzing, as you can see. That means it's spun a poker stop. I'll try and show you what happens when a Pokemon's out there for me to catch. Hi, Ricardo. I know a lot of you are looking, you older ones probably are looking at the screen going, what on earth is he doing? Why has he got a kid's toy in his hand? I'm having an absolutely brilliant Thursday, Ricardo. I've actually the weather's really nice here, and you know what? I've done all my gardening. My gardens are looking nice. I've only got a few builds which I'm behind. I don't know if I'm going to be tackling the Nissan Skyline yet. What's the point of putting it all together if we're going to have to change it? So I don't know if I'm going to do that yet. I'm going to let Will do that. Will's workshop. I've got the Apache, the next pack of the Apache Pack 10, which I need to do. I really need to get on the Constitution, and I have been doing the Constitution. It's just that a lot of the packs take a long time to do. So you are watching it in the workshop growing behind me, and I am recording video and then just putting it on the computer. And then other than that, I've got the Megazord. That's it. Oh, and the Lancaster that I said next week. I haven't got any other builds here, which is really weird because I was like 10 or 11 builds behind. So, and obviously the Ferrari 330. But Robocop came today. And I think ET might be on the way, but that's it. I don't know what's going on. There's a lot of delay at the moment, I think. A lot of delay. Oh, hello, Mrs. Worldaway. Everyone wants to know, is Naked Gun good? Bugger, another build has to be done. Not January the 9th. No. Yeah, that really weird. That really freaked the Americans out. So, like, in this country, yeah, the way we do our dates, it's the 4th day of July, like 1973. That's my date of birth. The 4th of July, 1973. Okay, I know you could say July the 4th, but it's the 4th day of July. So that's why we put our days, day, month, year. But you Americans put month, day, year. It confuses us over in this country. So when you saw the 1st of the 9th, you're naturally assuming that's the 9th of January, but no, it wasn't. I think that build will need to come to the workshop. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. Hi Wayne, I just want to know if model paint can be used on electronic game boards, for example, Jumanji Deluxe Edition. Well, I mean, you can put paint on anything if you prime it well, but I don't know. I don't know what that is. What's Jumanji Deluxe Edition? Jumanji. I know Jumanji, obviously the film. Is there a game? Electronic game boards. I don't know what that is. Is it like the circuit board that's inside a Game Boy cartridge or a Mega Drive cartridge? I don't know. Like Jeff Dunn, you get using those little emojis. See, if you're a channel member, you get to use those emojis. That's cool. Oh, look. We can't have that. Look at the numbers there. Look, this is the like count. Let me unlock that. And I want to move that over just a touch there. Otherwise, Ian's going to panic. There you go. Perhaps I need to make that bigger. I'll figure that one out. Sometimes it's a month after the pre-order. Yeah, I'm thinking 3 to 4 weeks, but I haven't got any information about it at all. So hopefully we'll get a page up on the Fan Home site soon and we'll be able to drool over it. Because, you know, I think it'd be nice to have, like, the Tumbler. I know Tumbler's a different company, but the Tumbler, the 1966 Batmobile, the 1989 Batmobile, we can have just a whole collection of Batmobiles. And then I know someone's going to be saying, we need the Batwing. We need the Batwing. I'd like the Batwing. If I was being honest with you, I would prefer the Batwing over the Batmobile. That's controversial. Do you know why? I can tell you why. That's why. This is the Danny Elfman score to the original Batman film. And just that scene where it comes out of the clouds and goes into the moon there, I was like, yes, I'd like a Batwing. But pretty cool score. See, I'm a big fan of film scores, not so much film soundtracks. So where I can, I try and get a film score. Now, I wanted to get I love the music, I think it might be Hans Zimmer, the new F1 movie by Brad Pitt. So I went to not Virgin, God, showing me age now, HMV, and tried to get the score. It's all soundtrack songs. It's really hard to get the score, and you need to go to companies like Intrada and Varis Saraband to get them. And I know I can get them online before people start telling me where I can download them from. But I'm in this thing now where I'm buying. It's Jonathan Haynes' fault. I'm buying the physical media. I prefer to have the physical media than downloading things now. So hence why I've got vinyl again, which is all cool. Got quite a few Danny Elfman scores actually. Beetlejuice, stuff like that. That's great. Wayne, Speed Demon. Yeah, a 37 and a 30 though, Darren. Come on. But I did get to do it online. What I'm doing is on Tuesday, my speed school is at 7:45 in the morning, and I'm going to do it in the workshop. So get this, I'm going to be doing it in the workshop, free advertising, because it says World of Wayne in the background. So theoretically, it's sort of like a business meeting, because I'm going to be doing it with other people that are being told off as well. So, you know, they're going to see this World of Wayne in the workshop, and they're going to think, what's that? And, you know, if there's 9 people in the room, there's a potential there for 9 new subscribers. So I'm thinking silver linings and being positive. Perhaps I should do more of these speed schools. No, you can only do them every 3.5 years. Yeah, 37 in a 30, Dave Cleary. And I'll be honest with you, I was going 37 in a 30 because all my life that road's been 40. But unfortunately in Basildon, I hadn't lived there since 2007, and they changed the speed of the road to 30. So, you know, what can you do? My daughter Bonnie, birthday on Sunday. She'll be 24. Bonnie, happy birthday for Sunday. 24. Oh my God. Is that making you feel old now, John? When I found out how old my children are now, I was like, oh my God. When I found out how old my nephew was, my brother, because I went out with my brother last Saturday to the East Kirkby Air Show, he was telling me that my nephew is 35 or something. It's like, oh my God, that's crazy. You saw Phantom with Michael Corson played the part. It was a fantastic evening. I saw Phantom with Michael Crawford twice. I haven't seen it since, so it's going to be absolutely brilliant. We're taking my daughter and we're taking the mother-in-law, and Mrs. World of Wayne's coming as well. So, and she's managed to get her seats right underneath the chandelier. So that's going to be fun. The 17th is a Sunday, and yes, I'm going. Yep, that's all good, Ed. I said I'm going to try and get there. You said you're going to get there at 8 to set up, I think. I will try and get there between 8 and 10 before it opens, so... I think it's just over 2 hours for me to drive. Yes, hi. Yeah, okay. I'm not able to get to Sutton on here, so I'll be driving back to the meeting up with Horlicks in Eastbourne. That's a drive and a half, Ian. God. 1 billion miles an hour. Yeah, I weren't going that fast. Every time I've ever been caught speeding, I've been going 3 or 4 miles an hour over the speed limit. Nothing drastic. It's very silly as you expect. A few laugh out loud moments. Still prefer the originals, but worth a watch. Oh, okay, that's cool then. Oh, I think you've just you've encased what I'm doing tomorrow then, Sonic Boone. After I've worked on this Lancaster, because even though there is a video out tomorrow, I will be working tomorrow on a build to go out next week. I'm trying to get ahead. 130. No, Jim. Yes, the music is often louder than the voice. Tonight, your noise suppression filter is compressing your voice too much. Is it? What happens if I turn that noise suppression off? Stand by. We can do experiments. So I have turned noise suppression off. How does that sound, John? I've got absolutely no idea, but I do have a fan on next to me. It's weird. It's weird because you hear different things on different speakers, on different speaker systems. No one ever clicks the like button for some reason. I can understand if you're watching me on a TV, very hard to navigate to the like button. And if you're on the phone, you have to tap the screen and navigate and all that. If you're on a computer, there's no excuse. You can just click that. You can just click it. I'm pondering build streams in the near future. You should do Bergdis. It can be very entertaining, and not so much for the builder. Just see how much. Yeah, tweezers. I forgot tweezers. Tweezers. Should have do tweezers. I just clicked the like. I forgot. That's okay. Look, 116 likes now. Sorry, Wade. 56 likes now. Oh, wow, I'm behind. That means. Sunday, you are going out. Am I? Where am I going Sunday? Sunday. I got to check my calendar. Where am I going Sunday? There's nothing in the calendar. What am I doing Sunday? You worry me. Oh no. I've forgotten something. That's not good. I bought one of those for my wife when we were in Japan. Really? They are cool. The trouble is with these, I mean, you've got to know you've got to know how to pronounce the hiraganas and stuff and the katakanas, as you can see. So, yeah. I mean, let's have a look. Let's pick a word quickly. I don't know. Let's go for let's go for a small word. Send is okuru. 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 Send. But you have to be able to read the symbols. Crazy. Silverstone, mate. Ooh, that could be fun. She loves it for Pokemon Go. Oh, you need some Cornish air and a pasty. Yeah, I do. I am feeling not getting away, Chris. And you know what? These walks are helping. But you know what? When I moved from Essex to Corby, I've always said this to Mrs. Wayne. I really miss the sea. I mean, we've got reservoirs. Look, I'm saying it right. We've got reservoirs here. We've got rivers here, and you'll always find me an extra. But there's something about the sea that just draws me there. I don't know what it is. How old am I? I'm 52, Pete. I just turned 52 July the 4th. But look, I'm 52 and my beard is just grey. And just so you know that I am like in the early stages of growing my beard back here again. I've got to get my winter face on again. So I will be having my beard back for winter. I'm sure that all of Mike Lane's mods will be far better than the original 89 Batmobile. Batman will be jealous. Apparently you and Rach are no longer Pokemon friends and she's now sad. What are you talking about? How can I not be Pokemon friends? We should be. I don't know. Look, this is probably a mistake. Oh, thank you, Ian. Ian's going to let me know the date in September. Okay, so, okay, if anyone plays Pokemon, okay, look, this is my trainer code there. Okay, look, you might be able to scan that as well. So, add me, and yeah, we can be Pokemon friends. I don't know why you're not. Why Rachel isn't. I don't intend to get rid of Facebook friends. So unless Will's Workshop, we were already best friends. If we were, then what I do is I get rid of best friends so that I can build them up again because I get XP for it. So when you join again, we start from scratch basically. Oh dear, don't be bringing that to Wembley or our field goal attempting with it. Jim, this follows me everywhere. This goes everywhere. This goes to bed with me. It was a flocking mess, mate. Yeah, that flock's in the bin now. Was it out of flocking date? It was out of flocking date. It was flocking crazy. It was all flocked up. It was flocked up beyond recognition. Evening all. Hope everyone's well. Bed early for me. Got to go hospital for hearing aid sorted out tomorrow. I've been waiting months and they picked my birthday, 8:15. You couldn't write it. Oh, God. Well, hopefully they fix that for you. My dad's in hospital at the moment, by the way. There was a chance I wasn't going to be doing anything this week. But he's okay, thank God. So, bless him. Spin-off YouTube channel, Meet the Flockers. I was going to ask yesterday, Jim. Ah, okay. Greetings all from... Well, where was that? Granite City. I like the sound of that. Oh, my God, I'm behind on chat. I'm sorry. I will catch up. I will try and catch up. I'm just interested to know where Granite City is. Illinois. I love Illinois. I've got to visit Illinois. Now, listen, I landed in Chicago. I hated the place. So I'm hoping Illinois is much better. Saying that, I didn't go out of Chicago Airport. I'm sure Chicago City's lovely. But the airport, oh, my God, I didn't like the airport at all. But I want to visit Illinois. I want to visit, was it Shermer, Illinois? I know there isn't a Shermer in Illinois. But, you know, I was brought up in John Hughes films. I've got to go to Illinois. The Charger is coming back to the US and you can buy it all in one go. Wow. That's cool. When is the next Mustang build? When I get it, Jim. I think it's on the way, actually. I think that's one of the other ones that are on the way. Put the options where you can send confetti to the screen. No, Steve. No. Talk about stress. When that happened, I had this emoji. So basically, when someone super chats, you get a pop-up and it reads the message out. But I had some setting where it put some sort of emoji confetti all over the screen. But it did it for every sort of member's message. I just couldn't shut it up. I don't know when that stream was, but oh my God. And there's me trying to frantically figure out the buttons to try and do it. You just couldn't see me for all these emojis all over the screen. Pretty crazy stuff. Um, where am I? Mrs. Rhoda Wayne sending you a couple of what? What? I've missed something here. Kevin and Mary, just looking at how many people are here during COVID, it was double. Yeah, it probably was. When COVID, no one could go out. So, you watch people like me. But, I mean, these streams, we normally get between 155 and 250 people in these streams. And then, obviously, people watch it on demand as well. So it goes well over 1,000. Lots of good. You've been visiting my dad in the hospital last few times watching the live streams. Well, he didn't make... What? No. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh no, that's crazy. I said my dad's in hospital at the moment. Jamesy boy, I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry, mate. Your top 10 video today was very useful. I'd love to see the video of the top 10 mistakes you made so we don't have to. Arthur, I went through a stage of every time I was making a mistake, a really bad one, like jamming a screwdriver in my hand, I would clip it and save it onto my OneDrive. And then what I was going to do is have a blooper reel at Christmas. Stupid me deleted my OneDrive, so it all went. But it's a good idea. Top 10 mistakes that you've made so we don't have to. Most of them were burning ships, probably. Naked Gun got a Brill review by the critic. The what? The Crit Dribnica. What's that? Yeah, Dad's still in hospital. So for anyone who didn't know, my dad he had a suspected stroke yesterday. So we went to the hospital to see him. He seems okay, and they said his face had drooped. When I saw him, his face was fine. He can still use his hands and legs. He's still in there at the moment, so we're just waiting to see what happens now. Bit harder for my dad because he's got Parkinson's. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening at the moment. I wonder if Wayne's seen Going Berserk starring John Candy. Going Berserk? I've never heard of that. And I'm pretty much clued up on every John Candy film. That must be an early one. I don't remember that. Has it got a different name in Australia, though? Going Berserk. John Candy. Going Berserk. Oh, wow. It's a very old one. No, I haven't seen that. Wow, 1983. No. Check that one out after the stream. Anyone else fancy meeting us in Silverstone in September? Let me know. Yeah, no, definitely. I'll have to figure out what I'm doing in September. Something's happening in September, Mrs. Worldaway. What's happening in September? I'm taking some people to the airport. I know that much. If you're into World War II history, the Eagle's Nest is near to the circuit doing that tour. Wow. Dylan's Den of Models, you got your final package of the Infinity Gauntlet today. Can't wait to build it. Dylan's Den of Models, if I've got any advice for you, when you put your fingers in, get yourself a hammer and make sure they're banged all the way down. Because when you put the palm on, if you haven't, that palm's not going to go all the way down. You're not going to be able to get the screw in there, and you're not going to be able to get the screws in the finger side. So, yeah, get them all the way down. Look, Mark Popping Pringles Leaf seen it as well. He thought it was brilliant. Liam Neeson was brilliant. You love both movies. I didn't care for them. Didn't care for them at all. So many people have seen Naked Gun. Really good, funny, and lots of old references to the old movies. Only downside, storyline was weak. Worth a watch though. Okay, you have sealed it for me, Ferrari 2000G. I'm off to the cinema tomorrow. I'll let you know my review. Mrs. Wilder Wayne's making bears or doing some haberdashery stuff, so I'll send myself. Wayne, out of all your modelling, which one or two are your favourites? The Orca, doing the garage kit. Actually, all of my favourites are going to be the garage kits and anything we've done in the Sprueverse Challenge, the Time Machine, the Shark, even the Shark in resin. If it come to part work builds, I know, I enjoyed R2. I liked R2. That's probably one of my favourites. I think I'm preferring figures rather than cars at the moment. I don't know why. That'll probably change. Knight Rider was cool. The DeLorean was excellent. Yeah, even the Ecto 1 was good. But then this Ecto 1 is so heavy. And it is nice to have a 1/8 scale, but I am wondering about that size now. Perhaps it could have been like 112. Because it is so big. Trying to help get up to 100,000. That's my goal. That's my goal. I'll tell you what my goal is at the moment. You see, I'm doing it in bite-sized chunks. Obviously, Roy, Outsider 268, is that? I can't remember the numbers after it. Standby. He's on my list here. His name is Outsider. Where are we? If you're watching, Roy, feel free to tell me the number of your channel. What is it? Outsider. I can't find it. Hold on. Outsider Enterprise D. Outsider 238. There we go. I'm going to show you his channel as well. Well, it's I meant to mention this anyway. So he has just hit 100,000 subscribers. I'm proud of you, Roy. Well done. It's thoroughly deserved. And it's an inspiration. I really, really want to hit this 100,000 subscribers. So I'm doing it in bite-sized chunk. Now, I'm not going to mention the YouTuber's name, but I'm looking at a YouTuber, which when I was on 20,000 viewers, they were on, or subscribers, they were on 50,000. Now I'm only 2,000 behind them, so I'm racing them. So I'm trying to get to 86,000 subscribers at the moment. And that's that. Then I'll be happy at the moment. Now that at the moment I'm on 83.4, 83,400. I need 2,000 subscribers to beat this person that I've been chasing for God knows how many years. So should be fun. Should be fun. It's just these little games here. According to Social Blade, there's something called Social Blade. Let's just show you Social Blade. If you are a YouTuber, you're on social media, you can get sort of like a report system, like a grade of your YouTube channel, and it will give you some very valuable information about. It gives you like a report card. Hello, what was that? I'll check that out in a minute. Something just popped up on the screen there. Oh, there I am. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my name. There we go. Okay, so this is the report card of my channel. I've actually gone down a grade. That's not good. Let me just turn that off and that off. Okay, so World of Wayne. So I'm grade C. I am 733,000th in the world. In the UK, though, my channel is 1,517th. And then basically it tells you all stats about my channel here. But future projections, it reckons I'm going to hit 100,000 subscribers. God, there was a list view. They've changed this. They've changed this big time. I can't move it, can I now? Let's just have a look. No, it's not letting me move it. 26. God, it reckons it's going to be a couple of years by the look of it to get that on the rate of things that I'm doing at the moment. So, but you know, it only takes one video. When that Terminator video that I did, pack 8 of the Terminator, just so you know, had 480,000 views, and that's all because Lad Bible picked up that video and shared it, and that one video got me like 20,000 subscribers. So, all it takes, one video. So we will have to see. We will have to see. Watching the second season on Wednesday. Is that out now? I had no idea that was out. Okay, that's on my watch list as well. I enjoyed the first season. I like how they had Christina Ricci. Is it Ricky? R-I-C-C-I, Ricky. Is that how you pronounce that? I enjoyed her in that. You've got tons of editing to do. Hopefully I can get done this weekend and get the videos back on track. I'm telling you, Dylan's Dens and Models, obviously you're on social media, Dylan. I love your TikToks. I love how you edit your TikToks. If I could do something like that, I know you told me to use CapCut or something like that. I haven't got a clue how to use any of those software. But good job, man. Good job. Yes, Will bought Mrs. World of Wayne some gin, and I've got a new Dead Man's Fingers, Lou. So I mean, I am on the beer tonight because I do save my rum for the winter nights. You know, all those cold nights. I need to warm myself up. Hi Wayne, this is the beer I like most. In Germany, isn't it not so popular, but it is great. Really? I've tried German beer. Strong stuff. Strong stuff. Although you know, in Germany, you got Oktoberfest coming, even though it's in September. You can only please some of the people some of the time, not all the people all the time. That's yep, that's a T-shirt waiting to be printed as well. Um, You've lost your model building mojo since Fan Home kicked me in the teeth with the Millennium Falcon builder. I've done no kits or models since. I need some inspiration. You know where you get inspiration from, Anthony? Is a garage kit. Do a garage kit. Because with a garage kit, you're not bound by the limitations of a part work model, which tells you have to put this bit in here. With a garage kit, you can do whatever you want. You can put your love, heart, and soul in it, which is what I've been doing with the Eagle 5. I'm creating a cockpit which lights up, and all the buttons are doing whatever the buttons do. Having trouble with a partition wall. I can't put lights on the partition wall because you'll see the wires behind it. So I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. Unless I can incorporate optic fibers into... No, that's not going to work. I'll have a think about that. I need to have a think. Wait, no bonfire yesterday. No. Have you tried spray glue for vodka? Oh, said the wrong word then. I can't because I need to flock in a certain area. We were talking about this last night and trying to mask things off. So I use a paintbrush, basically. The Phantom Flocker of Old Corby Town. Now, who was that? That was, what was that? Was that the two Ronnies? The Phantom Raspberry Blower of London Town. What was that? Why do I remember that? That's a early reference. Someone's going to remind me. The Phantom Raspberry Blower of London Town. What was that from? I knew a man who made purses out of fish. He was known for his carp-to-carp wanting. What we need are more slapstick comedies. Oh, definitely. I used to love Bottom and the Young Ones and stuff like that. Can we see Spaceball 5? It's down in the workshop at the moment, but there's going to be a video up to show you what I've done at the moment, so you'll be able to see. You're attending a painting seminar by owner of Ammo, really, Mig Jimenez, on painting German armour. Best paint workshop I ever attended. It's supposed to be 1 till 3 p.m. I finally left at 5 p.m. and it's still going. Wow. I bet that's it. Was that down in Florida, was it, Wayne? Or did you have to go somewhere for that? The Ultimate Car Kit, also always folk who have access to circuit boards use the JSD cables to power also. Ah, right, okay, yep. Great individual hands-on instruction. You've got to keep expansive paint set that equal the cost of the course. Oh, my God. I've used some of those paints. But, I mean, I'm a big Vallejo fan. I do like my Vallejo paints. The reason I like Vallejo is because with game colour, model air, and model colour, I know the exact amount that I need to reduce down the game colours and the model air for my airbrush. So it sort of opens out the whole plethora of colours that I can use, even though I can't see most of them. You haven't even started your Skyline yet. I know a lot of people in Skyline are having problems with these cables that are not going to be long enough. I don't think they've addressed that. But I'm going to do what Will suggested on last Friday. I'm gonna have the breakout circuit board in the back of the chair, just in that boot space sort of thing, which means I've got to extend wires around. You have 3 builds going and just signed up for the Orca. Can't wait. You're going to be busy. I'm not even going to tell you how many builds I've got on the go at the moment. I don't know who was in charge of the Apache assembly process, but it's all over the place. I've got a box full of bits at the moment, Scott, but I think in pack 11 it all comes together. So, I mean, when we did the Ferrari F40, that was like that as well. But it should come together pretty quickly, I'm sure. In German, it's 20 minutes past the hour of 5 in translation. Ah. I never learnt what the time was in Germany. When I worked for Blockbuster, I kept going, ugh, ugh. Yeah, you can't buy the tumbler anymore. Although, is that available? Is the tumbler available in Australia? With Hachette, they tend to appear in Australia once we've finished. I don't know if that's the case. It has been known. I can see the top of your comment there. Why won't it let me scroll down, Ian? Stand by. It has been known that I visit friends' family. I have to put right any wall picture that's on the wall. I'm always doing it here. Bane of my life. Todd's here. Hi, Todd. How's it going? Look, I'm all calm tonight because I've got a beer. We're not in a flocking mess tonight. If they make the Batwing in the same scale as the Batmobile, it'll have a 2+ meter wingspan. Matthias, Jazz Inc., the model company Jazz Inc. did one. They did the Batmobile as well, the 1989 Batmobile in 1/6 scale, I believe. You can imagine how big that was. They had an absolutely ginormous Batwing in there. If you watch my Wonderfest video from 2023, I think that's right. Could be 2022. You'll see it in there. It's an amazing model. You have a lot of vinyl. I've always had a turntable, never got rid of it. Well, I had to buy a new one, but my Technics turntable's right there. So that Technics is all separates. That's the model after the HX1, the silver one with all the vacuum dials. You forgot the Batwing. Yeah, we need a Batwing next. Yeah, I got a plus date hole. Look at me. Look at me. Have you been playing? Because I haven't seen you online for ages. I'm only level 46 at the moment. I'm almost level 47, but I've got a lot to do. Even the challenges to do for that. So, but yeah, I've got myself a plus. Maybe I crash it with a part work pizza, Wayne. Yeah, you could do. I'm 20 minutes behind. That's rare for me. I'm normally 5 minutes. There is a YouTube video on the Jumanji game by Steve Richter. I could not get an answer for my question. Really? I can't see. Paint will not interfere with electrics once it's dry, obviously. Unless you've got a metallic paint, then it probably will interfere with it. It depends if you've got metal flock in it. But I mean, the simplest way is just to put a primer down over the top, or even a what do they call it? What they call an adhesion promoter. Put one of them on it, and then you can stick anything and paint anything you want. Take the frogs along with you and leave them in the classroom for the other learners, Wayne. I'm not going anywhere. I'm doing it here. I'm doing it downstairs in the workshop. So normally you have to go to hotels for those speed courses, but no, this one I'm doing online. That's why I picked 7:45 in the morning. I'll be there in my dressing. No, they said I've got to dress appropriately, so I can't sit there in my dressing gown. The sound's no different at all. Oh, I'll keep that compressor off. Kevin, thank you for coming a sponsor. Okay, because Kevin got a gift from Ian. Thank you, Ian, for gifting that membership. Look at that. You think you sound better without the noise suppression? I'll leave it off then, John. I don't know why I had it on. I'll tell you why I had it on. I turned it on when Will was here because we're both trying to share the same microphone. So I added it. Sunday quilting show nearby. Oh, that quilting show. World of Quilt. Was it World of Quilts? The quilting festival? I can't even remember the name of it. Mrs. World of Wayne went in there. Mrs. World of Wayne spent £350 in there. I walked around the NEC. So basically, I found Weatherspoons. So I had myself a nice big breakfast and all you could drink coffee. Then I walked to the Bear Grylls experience. Now, apparently the Bear Grylls experience, COVID hit it big time and it never recovered from that. It was a big adventure centre. You could do scuba diving in massive tanks there and stuff. But it shut down and it's been derelict now for God knows how long now, 3 or 4 years. So I filmed that and it's it's sad to see, I have to say. I do like walking around the NEC. I want to go back there because obviously I used to go there all the time for the Insomnia Gaming Festival. Now, even though they all went bankrupt, they did an announcement a couple of months ago saying we are back. So might be at Insomnia next year. It better not cross over with March 29th because I'm doing the West Highland Wave. 100-mile walk in Scotland. That's going to be fun. You were talking about the Go Plus Plus. Oh, right, okay. Well, it's great. And you know what? I haven't caught anything. It means there's no Pokemon outside or it's disconnected. It's disconnected. So that's why. Stand by. I'm going to show you how this works. So I'm pressing it. I press this. And in a second. Pikachu! Then it goes green and I press the button and it flashes. And then press the button again. That means I didn't catch it if it turns red. If it turns multicolored, like that one, it means I've caught the Pokemon. And I have to keep it in my hand, and every time it vibrates, I press the button. So sad. What am I like? Okay, I'm so behind on chat. Oh my god! Right, okay, okay. Wayne, get your act together. Get your act together. You're 52, holding a kid's toy, or are you practicing for old age? Yeah, I'm practicing for old age. Definitely, Pete. Definitely. I've always said I'm going to be very, very annoying old age person. Yes, Pikachu singing me to sleep was brilliant. Mrs. Wellaway just looks at me when I press it before I go to bed, going, no. Oddly, even though you've turned the filter off, there still sounds like there's some filtering going on. There's no filter unless the filter's part of the Shure microphone system. But I don't know how that works, I'll be honest with you. Have you seen the movie Used? I haven't seen the movie Used. I'll tell you what I am looking forward to. I think next week, Alien Earth starts. Now, my friend Lee Stringer was part of the visual effects crew on that series. That's going to be on Disney, so I'm looking forward to that coming on. The Three Bears have not left the sofa yet. Rach loves them. Need to find a permanent home for them. Yes, look, Lou spotted it. Dobby's wearing the Batman cowl. So, you know, a house elf Batman. It used to be on my Terminator here. Now Dobby's wearing it. Oh, Matthias, thank you so much. So Ryan, look at that. So Ryan has been gifted a premium membership by Matthias. Who else? Tony, Simflord, Eliminator, and Svi. Wow, you're all part of the YouTube channel members now with your own little badge and icon and stuff like that. Sorry you're late. No problems, David. Hope you're doing all right. Definitely send you a picture when my plant is done for ET. Yeah, David's been creating the chrysanthemums. Am I saying that right? From ET, support with his model. Looks pretty cool, actually. It's a great idea. Perhaps something... I'm probably going to have to nick that idea. You know that, don't you, David? 8 more subs and you hit 1,800, getting closer to 2K. It will go quick. It will go quick. Trust me, Will's Workshop. And you'll find there'll be from October to December, it will go right up. I got no idea why that is. Perhaps it's the colder nights and people not going out. I don't know. If you go to watch Naked Guns, do the credits. Oh, right, okay. How many credit scenes has it got? I really want to build the new Keaton Batmobile, but I have one concern. It's my wife. Well, thank you, David Westbury. That's appreciated. You have 428 subs. Keep hammering away. You'll get there. Analytics. So yeah, they are. I mean, it changes all over the place. Those analytics. YouTube and myself will be gone before I reach 100,000. Wednesday was good. You finished the first half of the season last night. I didn't even realise it was out. That's how much I watch TV. I rely on you peeps to tell me what's out. Hi, Wayne. A technical question. When you were doing R2D2 build, his middle leg is infrared sensor meant to go off when testing it. Yes, you should be able to wave your hand over and it goes off. What was tending to happen, Mark, is that when it went into the enclosure of the leg, it kept thinking there was something around it because the enclosure was right in front of the sensor. So what you had to do is lift the sensor up so it's poking further through the leg, and then hopefully that'll fix the problem, if that's a problem you're having. Can you not use a styrene sheet as a liner for the cables, Wayne? That's an idea. There is some detailing on the back of that partition wall, though. And I'll have to use some magnet wire cables, something really thin. But I need to give it a thought. But I think everyone will be brought up to speed when they see my Eagle 5 video to see how far I've got so far at the moment. What are the flocky you all talking about? See, like everyone, oh my God, look, you're talking about Bottom and the young ones. That was hours ago. I'm so sorry. I really, really went off on one today, didn't I? And we've only got 2 minutes. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to scroll down the chat. How do you become a sponsor? That's just the YouTube channel member, Steve. You're already a channel member. That's what it means by sponsorship. Are you doing this speed awareness course over Zoom? I am. I used to do it. Festival of Quilts, that's what it's called. Yeah, I normally do them in hotels, but they give you the option now to do them over the Wayne's card. What was that? Wayne's card. Can you show us ET? ET's downstairs at the moment, so I can't. Wayne's card is still smoking. It is. I took it off her pretty quickly, I'll tell you, Will's Workshop. I went to a record shop to buy my dad's new vinyl. I said, what you got by the doors? He said, a bucket of sand and a fire extinguisher. Not this year, Matthias. You know why? Because I'm watching the LA Rams play. I've got tickets to the LA Rams game at Wembley Stadium. And I love New York Comic Con, but I love the Rams more. So, even though Matt Stafford's injured at the moment, I can't believe that. Oh, wow. Well done, Steve. Thank you for that. You've just upgraded to Premium Elite support. I need to, I'll sort you out the moderator stuff and all that afterwards. I will get that done after the stream. I cannot believe how far I've really dropped the ball on tonight's stream. I'm sorry. I was in a talking mood tonight. I just couldn't. It's the beer. Lay off the beers, Wayne. One beer. I've got to limit myself to one of these because I just chat for England. What am I going to do? You think the Zoom reference went way over? Yeah, probably. Zoom's what was the Zoom reference, Sonic Boom? I'm so lost. This is like having that flock all over again. Anyway, tomorrow on the channel, I've got the U-boat, the U-96 U-boat. There will be 3 videos, hopefully, on the channel next week. There's going to be no live streams on the channel next week. It'll be the week after that they're all going to go back to normal again. But thank you for putting up with me tonight. I'm sorry I was chatting for England tonight. I can't help myself. I know I've been chatting a lot because my mouth is dry. And that's why I keep drinking more beer. But it's been fun. And thank you for everyone for supporting the channel. Thank you for 136 likes. Still got 143 people in here, but enjoy yourself. Take care, and I'll see you later. Bye. Ooh.